Hello and welcome again. We're back in our living room and with me today two fresh new faces, Fabio and Max. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Yes, good morning from me too. My name is Fabio. I'm an apprentice currently working in sales.
Yeah, welcome from me too. I'm Max from the sales department too.
Yeah, and I'm, as some of you might know, I'm Alex, and I'm the area sales manager for UK and Brazil, and apparently a hobby YouTuber here. And so why are we here today? Why I also brought Max and Fabio, apart from the fact that I like their initiative, that they came here also in front of the camera with me. Is because we want to introduce you today to our projects app. And as apprentices here at innovaphone, they actually have been through, I think, almost all departments now.
Exactly.
Yeah? And they have intensively worked or learned about how to use projects now on a day-to-day basis in different use cases. So I'm excited that they can share their experience with you or with us today. Yeah. So, but let's take a look. What is projects? Let's start with that. What is project, or rather, well, how does actually the world look like without projects? So, Max.
Yeah. Let me first showing you how onboarding processes work in typically work in many. I do it with this in many companies by using the example of Jacob's onboarding. So Carla, the HR employee responsible for onboarding, sends an email to each department contact, include a list of their respective to-dos. So, a few days later, she follows up to ask a few about updates on the current tasks. So
she hasn't received any answers yet, and now Daniela, unfortunately, falls out ill.
Exactly. Right? And now now Carla has to write another email, for example, to Max and asking him to overtake Daniela's task and order the new company car. So Max agrees, but he don't know what Daniela already done. So he turns to Carla and
Carla doesn't know either.
Yeah, really.
So no one actually has any idea about the current status of the project, knows like what has been done, what needs to be done. And Jacob's arrival date is coming closer and closer. So how
it usually looks like, right? That's just the beginning of sending all these emails, and maybe more and more and more, and it all gets complicated. And now we actually get into showing you projects, how we can make a better solution out of this. So I will walk you through projects and through all the different areas, or let's say levels, because it's divided by 4 levels. We have the areas, the projects, the sprints, and the tasks. So if we start with the areas, you can think of the areas like a big category, or for us it's departments like development and IT, marketing, human resources. So they group all related projects together, so you can easily find them later on. And you can think of an area like a big folder in your computer. So in this example, we will click on human resources, because inside any area you can create projects. And the project is something you want to work on. In this case, it's onboarding. So everything that has to do with onboarding, like onboarding new colleagues, you will find this and it will be organized in exactly this project. So we click on this onboarding project, and then we get to the sprints. And sprints is the third level. And inside every project there, you can create sprints, like you can see here. And sprints help to break down specific projects into smaller pieces. Like in this example, it would be breaking it down for different colleagues. And this sprint will, like we do it in an example of Jacob Pausen. In this sprint, it will include everything you need to do, like different tasks to do, to onboard this specific colleague. So we would go on the sprint Jacob Pausen, and then you would see here the current, planned, and closed tasks that need to be done for onboarding Jacob Pausen. And if there is any task missing, you can just simply add tasks, and that Max will show you how to do it.
Just just real quick, if you're wondering about like the name sprints or the orders, projects, sprints, tasks, for example, this comes from the Scrum logic or the Scrum architecture that we modeled this on. So if some of you out there, actually a lot of people actually have done like a Scrum Master or like a Scrum workshop, they might actually feel very familiar with those terms. Yeah.
So to create a new task, you can easily click on this button. So a new window will open, and at the top left corner, you can type a new title in. So for this example, I do a new laptop. So below this text field, you can see, you can type in a task description. So this is so everyone knows what they have to do. So in this example, I type in something like we need a new laptop for Jacob, and please install following please install following apps. For example, of course, my apps, and the VPN client. So with this little symbol, you can also add some checkboxes, so every employee can tick off what they complete. So on the right top corner, you can also collect the responsible employee. In this example, we choose Emma because Emma is in the IT. So below this, we can do add a due date. So we choose the first working day of Jacob. That's the 1st of October 2025. And we also select the attribute onboarding. Alex will show you later more. So then I save this, and now Alex, it's your turn.
Yeah. Thank you, Max. So yeah, now we have created a new task, a very important one. But how does Emma actually now will know that she has to do it, right? There we have here what you can see here. We have a little nice app called Connect, right? And for the a little nice app for the internal communication. And there in our feed as a new message, project send me a message that I've just been assigned this task. I can exactly see what is expected from me, right? Yeah, I can then also reply, you know, oops, great, on it. So, okay, and then, yeah, that's already it. And so we also combine all the resources that we have from the MyApps platform perfectly together. Here you can also now see within this task, you can actually see the entire conversation that has happened, and everything is really clearly documented, so that we are not running into the same situation that you saw before on the PowerPoint, where everyone was like, whoa, we don't know what the current status is, what has been done, what hasn't been done. Yeah. You can also to make it easier, or if you only want to use projects, which we would of course recommend to use it in combination, because then it makes it even more beautiful. But here you can also comment here. You can actually add attachments, like for example a quote, and then assign it to a different person to take a look at the quote. For example, you can also of course tag other people. Alexandre, please give me budget, for example. So all of this you can easily do within here, within our within the project tool. And now that we're also already talking about about a good overview, and to have it very well documented. So first of all, here you can see easily always what is currently like planned, or what is in planned or in the backlog, what is current, and what is already closed. This is the logic that you always have, like for the projects, for the sprints, and for the tasks. If you want to have a quick overview, you can also here look at the details, and there, for example, you can also see here the current status of only 17% of Jacob's of the tasks for Jacob's onboarding have been done. So, well, why don't we actually put that to closed and take a quick look? Oh, already 33%. So this is how easy it goes if you don't actually do the task that is assigned to you. But no, of course. But this is like a very, very easy way how you can work in a very, very transparent way. But as you can see here, now that we're with sprints and in the project onboarding, you can see it's not only Jacob that we need to onboard, it is Carlos, it is Max. So you can see this is of course, especially onboarding is a recurring process that always comes up. And as nice as it is, as flexible as it is that you can do individual tasks, most of it will look the same. So what do we do there? How can we do it? You don't always want to like manually type in all the tasks. So for this, we have another tab here, over here, that is called templates. And here you can create a project or a project template with certain tasks that you always have to do. Of course, you can also still work on them. You can add new tasks if something was missing, or if something is not doesn't matter anymore. You can also take down. But so you can basically create a template also that fits your company, your processes, your infrastructure. So and then if we, for example, go to onboarding, to the project onboarding, and to project onboarding, and we want to have a new sprint because someone else is gonna start soon, then we can just, instead of like just add a sprint, we can actually add a sprint via a template, and here we can choose onboarding, for example. If it is a bigger process, for example, you can also define a connect hashtag. I think for onboarding, you can do that if you always want to stay up to date on who is actually joining the company, which is nice and fun. But it is actually it is actually more important if you have, for example, with us, when we have development projects like Cloud4 or Push to Talk or whatever we are gonna come up with in the future, which you will see soon. Version 16 is coming. There it makes more sense, and then everyone can follow a certain hashtag and follow everything that is done in this project. Yeah. So this is we now talked a little bit about like the overall view, like for everyone, so everyone can actually knows what's going on and have control over the process. How does it actually look like from a personal, from the employee's perspective that has to work with it every day? And Fabio, why don't you share your experience?
Of course, my experience is, of course, a great experience of working with projects. I can't say anything else to that. But how it actually works from perspective of who wants to know what are the current tasks, we have the level users here up here. And now we are working, so myself is now Luca Cataneo. So I can pin here myself different users, not just myself, but different users. But let's say I want to pick myself and I go back to the task, then I would see all the tasks that are assigned to me. So I see all my closed and done tasks, I see my current tasks, and I see my planned task. That also works great for seeing which sprints are related to me or which projects. And that's how you can select specifically what is useful or what has to be done by yourself. Also, I could do that and watch, okay, what is Emma doing, because she is responsible for setting up the new laptop. And I can see, oh, okay, I assigned her the new laptop task and she's done with that, if I wanted to do it that way.
Or if you have different tasks in a department, you need something to be done and you don't know who actually still has resources to do it, right?
Exactly. So if I look at myself and do a task, I see, oh, I have 20 planned tasks right now. So my guy Luca is very, very busy. Exactly. But I can also, if I don't want to click through every level here, I use my dashboard, open project, and I will get to my dashboard. I have here, down here, my pinned users, like myself. I can just click on that, and it will do the same as here. I can see my pinned sprints, my pinned projects, and my pinned areas. So instead of clicking through, if I use it every day, I can just, I don't know, let's click on Welcome to Projects. And boom, I would immediately land on my tasks in this area, in this project, and in this sprint.
This is particularly interesting because this Welcome to Projects is actually a project that exists for everyone who is starting with projects. So for you guys, very, very soon, where you can just go to your private area, which is just for you, and there you can already find that Welcome to Projects, Introduction to Projects, that leads you through everything that we told you also today, and even more, so you can try it out yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. So that should be it. Then we, as you might see, we have one level missing.
Yeah, we have one more, and Max has already teased it, the attributes. And you will also learn about it when you're doing the Welcome to Projects introduction work. This is let's take a look at the attributes tab, and let's just imagine this following scenario. Yeah, right. You are working as we do here at innovaphone. Every department works with projects as an app, and we have a ton of information out there. So how can we actually make it even independent from the user, independent from the project? How can we actually make it easier to actually have an overview? And there you basically can assign attributes. You can do also create new attributes, for example, for onboarding. My attributes, for example, are Brazil or sales, and there you can easily filter through many tasks. You can also give out information very, very easily. For example, our development for the next release works with it, and they have attributes like scope completed or release warning if it's gonna be might not be ready. And then, you know, it's very easy for us sales guys, for example, to enter projects, choose the attribute release warning, for example, and then we see what is going to be in there, or even actually more important, scope completed, and then we know, hey, all right, okay, we can definitely confirm that this is going to be in the in the new release, for example. Okay, but this is great now, but how can you actually get to it? So project is licensed by sorry, this we solved. Jacob is happily onboarded now. So so this is a user license. Not every department actually might need it. Not every worker, even though, you know, especially because it's like interdepartmental excuse me, interdepartmental collaboration. Of course, we recommend it, but you can also start with exactly the right people that you think need it. So it is one license per user, very, very easy. And you can, as always, you can, with innovaphone, you can buy it. You can still purchase something, actually. Yeah, you can rent it. Yeah. And you can also have it out of the cloud. If you already have your MyApps installation, you can, and you have everything purchased already, but you say, yeah, but let's start slow with the projects and then grow later. Yeah, no problem. You can even just rent it together in combination with your purchased telephony system, for example. What we have here is also very interesting as an easy start, so to say. We have also a free version, and this is exactly what you've seen before in your private area that only you have access to as your user to organize yourself, for example, and this you always have access to for free. As soon as you want to involve more people and you want to delegate tasks, which is, I think, the normal instinct of every worker, right? We like to delegate, then we would need the license. And we also have a if you're saying, hey, yeah, this is great, but I'm not sure, like, how can I start, how can I implement it in my company? Can you help me? Yes, we can. We currently have also like a projects promotion, which is not only like from a price perspective, I think you get it 6 months for free, right?
Yeah.
So it's not only that, but it's also you actually get our help and our consultation, you know, because at innovaphone we have the most experience working with it, together with it. So you can find this on our website. So just that I also can show you here in your, if you go here to the private area. Of course, one question, especially if we talk about human resources, is does everyone have access to all areas? No, you can actually create, as you can do in Connect, also zones, private zones with limited access, only for a few users available. Yeah, and just so that I also add this at the end as like a last thing, because some of you might have wondered why there is like a backlog here as well, and it's not only sprints. Well, if you you can actually also use what we also do, projects as how do you say, as where you can store, or you have an idea, but currently you don't have the time now to get to it. Yeah, so you actually have like a new idea. For example, yeah, let's have only electric cars. Let's look for certain contracts, and then how we can do that, how we can set up the infrastructure, for example. And you create a task, but you don't really have the time right now, because as we saw, we have 4 people joining us right now. You don't have the time to get to it now. You just transform, for example, a project or a task back to a backlog to an idea. And then you can write out everything that is in your head and store it in projects, and then you can focus again. So this is also how we use it quite a lot. And this is also how you can use it, how you can start in your private area. Yeah, I guess that is it. Test the full version of projects free of charge for 6 months. Sign up on your website. On our website, excuse me. Yeah, if you have any questions, send us all the questions in the chat. We will get back to you. Or if you see this on YouTube, there's down in the comments. And if you have and if you have more, and if you want to learn more about the Connect app or anything related to it, yeah, there will be a lot of videos, other videos popping up. So thank you very much for your attention, for your attendance, and see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.